I don't know about a pro, but I'm making a living at it, that's for sure. Well, you saw me, well, the post, if you've not seen it yet, there is a post that shows how I made the gains from 5k down to 10k up. And to be fair, I mean, it's been a reasonably good. Let's just zoom out so we can actually see this. And on the 5 minute, there's a really good double bottom here. I got a little bit of that up, and then the top up there. So double bottom, right? And I called it out in the Discord, and some of the people in the Day Trade with Tony course managed to make gains as well. So happy days for us all. Okay, I think that's going to be pretty much on the money. Yeah, that'll do. That's good enough. Close enough. You can see what's going on there. And I'm kind of watching the football, the Liverpool pre-season game at the same time as I'm heading. Well, 13k up. It's a good day today. Needs to get back above the VWAP before I'm interested. For me to be interested now. Oh, TEVA. That's testing $9. PGY, we've just been a little leafly, sold off. Not really. Camera popped up and then down, head and shoulders there, so that's going to sell off. Get rid of that one. Distracting. So the Sega made a move to the upside, it's coming back down now. It's still above the VWAP though. SPY up at 400s, testing 400s again. So this is the SPY. So this is the S&P 500. We've got some interesting earnings, so let me know what's going on there. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at this. It was priced into the market anyway. 75 basis points was we'll just come back on the stream. So for those of you that were earlier, I was saying that we've got the FOMC meeting today, and that's already taken place. That took place half an hour ago, and the Fed's decision to raise the interest rates by 75 basis points, so 0.75%. Strength in Microsoft and Google yesterday as well. So it's rally time. So this is just after the Fed meeting announced the 75 basis points. I think the 75 basis points was factored in. Maybe it could have been a little bit more hawkish, maybe 100 basis points. Certainly could have been more dovish, but that wouldn't have accomplished much. And yeah, I think we probably will see a bit more green. So, just reading through the notes now. Yeah, nothing really that we didn't expect. Employment cost index on Friday as well. I forgot all about that one. There's an employment cost index on Friday, so that's going to be an indicator that could potentially impact the markets as well. And according to Powell, he says that it could be a signal that job creation could be slower than the surveys show. Yeah. Well, there you go, Snowflake. Pelosi was right. Well, there you go. There's a surprise. It's not like the first time she's been right, is it? You know, gotta like Nancy Pelosi. She's straight talking. So 75 basis points. That's why the wider market is rallying. We're looking at the SPY. The Nasdaq is up there with it. The Russell is 2.2% up on the day. The Dow Jones is probably the worst performing of the four indexes I track. But yeah, well, that's looking like it's done for the day. Oh, hang on a minute. The guy is having another go. Bit of a 5-minute double bottom here, maybe. No, it's a bit of a push to say that. If it gets over 21, I might be interested. Currently, Liverpool are 1-0 down. Dominated the first half and got stung by a breakaway goal. So let's have a look at. So just let me look at BWV. Saying PZN, no volume on this one. It's nothing happened. It's barcoding now. So that's you know, HKD popped up on low volume, ridiculous spreads. This went from kind of $59 up to $80. We're down here. What's this? Yeah, $59 up to the best part of $80, $79.90. But low volume. You know, not a single one of these candles is above 100k. Not a single one of these candles is above 50k. So very poor volume. This is AMT Digital. Big moves on very low volume. And without volume, there's no trade. So GGE, no volume either. Moved up very nicely though. So this is up 31% at the moment. It's had a good day. TEVA. TEVA's still motoring. TEVA's still going. This could be decent volume too. TEVA Pharmaceutical. Of course, Gaia being the big one. Oh, I missed that little break. I said if it gets above 21, and we just got a break out there. No 21.20s. The range on this is madness. It really is. I mean, look how flat the VWAP is right now. It speaks volumes when we had this huge sell-off and the VWAP didn't move. Go figured. We've got after hours today. We've got Facebook, Qualcomm, Ford, Flowserve, NCR, Etsy, to name just a few that have got earnings this afternoon. We've already had TEVA, which I just was looking at. It's really good. Shopify had terrible earnings print, but rallied anyway. We had Spotify that had a good earnings print and rallied. So earnings day, good earnings day today. Interesting. We'll see what happens with Facebook or Meta. Marathon Digital had a good day as well. Look at that. Marathon Digital's not stopping. What, does that mean crypto has been moving? I've not looked at the Bitcoin. Oh wow, Bitcoin is having a nice moment. Bitcoin's back almost back over 22, almost 23. It's at 22,800s now. 22, nearly 23k. So 22,800s now. Bitcoin. 22,800s. So on the RSI, it's way overbought, but that's why Mara and I guess Riot, blockchain, that's up as well, having a good moment. This is having a bit of a turnaround as well, so we're getting Demont account link. I'm not sure. I don't understand what that is, Akash, but not sure what you're referring to there. But welcome to the channel. So Ethereum back over 1500, so it's 1586, 1589. So crypto's having a good moment. Last couple of hours. We're seeing that in what's BTBT looking like right now. BTBT, if you like the smaller price stocks, it's probably not rallying in the same level, but it was up there. It's kind of 155 on BTBT. BWV. Let's go back to Pagaya. I like Pagaya. Oof. That was a nice... we got in for the break of the VWAP. Right, we're getting a bit of a pullback now. Like a pullback. I had this one, 43. You want my contact me number? Okay, just send me a message on my socials. Wonder why you need my contact number, Akash. Want to contact me? Am I going to trade pre-market tomorrow? We'll see. It worked for me today. It actually worked for me today. I mean, yes, I lost some money at the first, half an hour, 45 minutes of the open, but it was calculated losses. I was okay with those losses. Not like yesterday where, quite frankly, I made some losses and they weren't great. Oh shit, 25-cent spread here. I didn't check the spreads before I got in. That's not good. They've narrowed down to 10 cents. That's better. Trading is so boring, Glenn. Absolutely, and that's the way it should be. Boring trading is good trading. 100%. If it's exhilarating and exciting and then you're doing it wrong. It should be boring. It has to be boring. Well, I don't like these. Well, the 5-cent spreads I can tolerate. It's when it was 20 cents a moment ago. Like it is now, 20-cent spreads. I don't like these 20-cent spreads. They're a bit. So there we go. I've just taken 2,500 off. I put a 20-cent trailing stop in place. So that's up to break even now. And the spreads are wider than they were earlier. I got stopped out there before that pulled back. So we just made a little bit more money. I don't know about cup and handle. It's got the ball. I see where you're coming from with this. It's got the ball, but a cup and handle would need a bit more of a. It's kind of like this a bull flag type scenario, but we're getting a bit of a megaphone pattern here on the end of this, so it's not quite a cup and handle. But yeah, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, I just got stopped out El Pino. Discipline 100%, Fuzzy. A widening range. It's basically increasing the volatility. So we want to see. It's an indecisive pattern. The megaphone pattern. I don't like trading megaphones. You can you put the best way to trade megaphones is put your the trend lines in there, and the first one to break, then you that's the one you're looking for. And it's just broke the bottom of this megaphone pattern, so it's looking for a bounce on the VWAP maybe. I don't want to do that. Oh, I thought this got narrowed. It was 10 cents now, so that's okay. I don't mind a 10-cent spread. 25 cents is too much. When it's rangy the way it is as well in terms of the movement, 25 cents is way too much. just below. I've got to put a stop just below the VWAP. Save me if it does flush. I'm looking for this bounce. This is going to be interesting. With 5,000 shares on this at the moment, it's spreads are very rangy. At the moment, it's 13-cent spread, but it's been as much as 25 already. Looking for the break of 22. Pulling back. See if we can get 22 on this. 22 on the ask means it's 2180, so 2180, 2190 on the bid. The ask is still above the bid. The ask is still above the average cost, but the bid is way below because I'm caught between the spreads at the moment. But when you've got a 20-cent spread and I'm caught halfway between the two, 86 on the ask and now it's 65 on the bid, but then they're narrowing a little bit. Okay, I'll put a 20-cent stop, 20-cent trailing stop in there. See what happens. It's above 2200. It should be a 30-cent trailing stop, but I'm just going to ride this up for as much as I can there. I've got stopped out, so if I put a 30-cent trailing stop in there, I probably would still be in it. But we made what about $700 on that one? Spreads closing up 4 cents right now on the spread. A little bit of a pullback. Spreads are now between 8 and 10 cents. Yeah, volume increased on that candle, and that's when I got stopped out on that candle, but the volume increased. So switching between fixed stops and trailing stops just to lock in gains and protect my position. I'm happy with 13k today, if I'm being completely honest. I'm happy with 13k any day. My goal is 5k a day, so of course I'm going to be happy with almost triple that. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at my trader view reports, and for this month. This for this year, but that'll do. Right, okay. So June I did 162. I was 131 yesterday. If I put 13, that'll be 140. 144. Shit, I'm getting close to June. I have 2 more days this week like this, it's going to be very close to June. June was my second best ever trading day, and we were literally, I think, like $2,000 away from my best ever trading month, not trading day, trading month. So we're having a good moment. This is right now my third best month of the year. Did 143 in January. This is my second best. My second best month of the year as it stands right now. Oh, after June. Who says trading in the summer is boring? Well, Aaron, who was it said trading's boring? Oh, Glenn Farrelly said it was boring. Yeah, absolutely. It should be. Okay, Aladdin. How much amount should you have to start trading? It's a very good question because it's all subjective. And now this is the cup and handle. So there's your big cup and here's your handle. So I should have been paying attention to that. We get to the top of this. Look at 2260 for the cup and handle. Let's just kind of zoom out a little bit. There's your cup, pull back handle, and 2260. What we're looking for. So in answer to your question about how much do you need to start trading, it's how much can you afford to lose? You should not trade with money that you can't afford to lose. That's the bottom line there. Only trade with money that you can afford to lose. Looking for a cup and handle breakout at the break of $23 here. We're trapped between the spreads at the right. Okay, we've got a bit of a pullback there. Trapped between the spreads at the minute. Well, we'll see this move up. Just watching this now. Ask is at 78, 79, where our average cost is 81. Aladdin, if you check out my profile, there's a link there. It says the link tree, the TikTok trader. That's me, the TikTok trader. And the first link on the link tree is my course that I teach how to trade. I'll show you in a moment when I get out of this trade. Right now, the spreads are 7 cents, so that's not too bad. I don't mind a narrow spread, but I want it to move up. Now the spread's just widened and 20 cents and it moved down, so that's not great. Spreads are up at 90. Sorry, the ask's up at 90 and The bid's down at 60. So just getting caught between the spreads right now. Struggling to get over 23. So first opportunity I get to get out of this safely and just take a small loss here. It's moving up, but the spreads are just killing me. Just going to get out there. It's struggling to get over that flat top. They've got a flat top up here. When it does break, it'll break, but I'll take the small loss before it breaks down now. Yes, so Aladdin, you've got I'm on YouTube right now. Check out the first lesson for free of that course I'm talking about. In fact, I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. If you go into my profile, you'll see this, and you click on my profile, it'll bring you to all of this. And then you click on the TikTok Trader. Okay, so TikTok Trader, and if you're on YouTube or Twitch, well, not so much Twitch, but YouTube for sure. If you're on YouTube, the links are all in the bio, or they're all in the description. I'll pull this across so you can actually see what's going on. So this is the link tree. And you've got all my socials up here, so if you want to contact me directly, reach out, direct message me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, or send me an email. It's fine. Now, if you want to learn how to trading my way, I can teach you. You get access to a private Discord, you get direct mentorship, one-to-one mentorship from myself, one-to-many as well. Clicking on that link, the first link, it brings you to Day Trade with Tony. You've got my last, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you've got my last 6 months P&L, which is my trader view statistics per month, and the corresponding broker reports that show my profitability. It's 150 bucks a month. Well, not even. You can get it cheaper. You can get it cheaper if you subscribe to a longer period. If you think 150 bucks is a bit much, then the course isn't really aimed at you. I'm not trying to be, dismissive or anything, but if you can't afford 150 bucks, then you can't afford to day trade. It's quite simple that way. If you're wondering what these scanners in the middle of the screen are, or at the side of the screen when it comes to Twitch or Twitter or YouTube, these scanners are Benzinga scanners. Benzinga, check this out, free for 14 days. Click on the link, and when you go, you can actually start a free trial, 14-day free trial. I use it every single day. It's where I get my trade ideas from. And if you want to get it, if after the 14 days trial, if you want to use it for trading or even for just keeping abreast of the markets, use my code DTWT, so Day Trade with Tony 35, and you get 35% off. I mentioned TraderView. TraderView is my journal. Now this is TraderView, so I've got my journal open right now. So this is for the year to date. I'm just going to put it on July. Actually, I'll scroll down at the moment so you can see what's going on here. So in June, I did 162,000 in profit. Before today, I was at 131,000 in July. Now I've got 2 trading days left. So today we're 13,000 up. Add that on, so that'll be 144. So we're not too far. We're 18k off best month of the year. So, and June was my second best ever month since I started. So yeah, we could be having, hopefully, beat that record. So we're only like 1,500 bucks away from my all-time best month. Now let's go back to filter this, and so this is the statistics for this month. And you can see I'm having a really good month. That my accuracy's come down a little bit this last couple of days. I'm down at just under 80%, which is still very good and higher than my average across the year or across my career. You'll see that when we go into win-loss expectation in July, we've got 200,000 in winnings and 70,000. So that's almost 3 to 1. So we've got 4 to 1 on accuracy, 3 to 1 on the risk reward. And my P&L this last couple of days has just been absolutely mental. So for July, so really happy with the way things are going. But back to your original question, if you want to learn how to trade, I'll teach you myself. This first link on the link tree, and if you want to if you like Benzing, if you're already a trader and you want to get a great scan of real-time alerts, Benzinga. So I'm just going to push that back, and I hope that answers your question. Has to get rid of that. It should answer your question. No problem at all, Aladdin. Yeah, so the problem with doing that, Aladdin, is two things. So, how much should you start with trading? I would say a minimum of 5,000. Now, you can do it with less, you can do it with more. But I would say comfortable. If you want to be able to make gains, don't put any money on the line until you've actually traded in a simulator first. Once you've traded in a simulator and shown some consistent profitability in a simulator, then put money on the line. But start small. And what I would say with regards to crypto, a lot of people get into crypto and are the same people that think HODL is how you trade, and HODL is not how you trade. That level of toxicity is why people lose the shirts in crypto. Buy crypto and HODL, no. There are certain coins that you can hold, and I'm holding, I've got a long-term belief in a number of them. I'm in the red on all of them, and I've been lump sum investing for quite some time on all of those, and I'm in the red on all of them. So losing money and losing it all is one thing. Selling for a loss is another. So if you're swing trading, if you're value investing, those are two different things that are completely different from day trading. Day trading, you get in on something that's moving with momentum, you make your profits, you make your gains, you get out. You don't hold it overnight, you don't swing trade it, hold it over the weekend, you don't hold it over earnings, you don't do any of that. You just get in, make your gains, and get out again. That's day trading. Hey, stocks and vids, having a good week. We're having a very good week at the moment. I'm happy with this this week, the way things are going. Well, of course I am. Who wouldn't be? Let's have a quick look. Two days after today, we'll be over 30k this week. So we did 6k on Monday, 21k yesterday. We've got 13k today. So what's that? 40k in 3 days? 40,000 in 3 days? We did 40,000 on Friday, 42,000 on Friday. When PGY, which is what we're traded at the moment. I've not traded anything other than PGY today. Gaia. And so I've taken, what? After the 13,000 today, we would have taken, what, about 50,000 out of Pagaya, 55,000 out of Pagaya this last 7-8 days. Instrument. With no, a lot more. So we'll have taken 77,000 out of Pagaya in this last week. It's Wednesday last week. So becoming my July favorite. had our June favourite, that was Aeroclean. The guy is becoming my July favourite. Well, I hope so. I hope so, Aladdin. That's the whole point of this stream, is to try and help people learn about day trading. But by all means, stick around, join me on YouTube, join me on TikTok, Twitch, wherever you want to watch the stream. But don't put money into a brokerage account until you've traded in a simulator first. Try out the strategies, try out the methodologies, by all means, but do it in a simulator. Don't just copy me blindly. Learn how to find your own stocks, select your own stocks to trade, learn how to trade yourself, spot the areas of support, resistance, the patterns, look for the pattern breakouts. We've had 2 double bottoms on PGY today, and they both broke out. Double bottoms are very good, very strong patterns, have a very strong success rate, very high success rate for breakouts. No pattern is 100%, but as a pattern trader, there's some guy, he calls himself a quant. Now, I think he's a bit of something else that sounds like that. And he's saying, he keeps popping up on my For You page, and he keeps popping up saying that technical analysis doesn't work. Well, I'm telling you, technical analysis does bloody work. I'm making money on it. And if I wasn't making money on it, and I'm consistently making money on technical analysis, and if I wasn't consistently making money on technical analysis, you can't call it fortuitous, you can't call it luck, because there's a strategy and a methodology to it. It's not luck, it's not gambling. You might have worked for a hedge fund with the HFTs, the algorithmic traders, the big, hedge funds and automated trading. But as far as retail trading is going on, if you want to be a retail trader, you need an edge, and an edge for a retail trader is geometry that the machines don't see. So pattern trading and pattern breakouts are what I use, and it works. And my numbers speak for themselves. That's the guy, Jack. That's the guy. I would spell it with a C, with a C instead of a Q, and no A. That's what I would spell it with, though. What resistance have we got on here right now? We're getting resistance at 2150. We've got a resistance at 20. Resistance, as you would expect, whole and half dollars at the moment. Let's look at it on the zoom out, so you can see here. Get rid of that. $20 is a support level. We've got a little bit at 21 because where we got the double tapped here. We've got 2150 from here, here, and here. We've got resistance there. So it's half and whole dollars at the moment with this one in terms of support and resistance, which are very psychological levels. And why does technical analysis, why do pattern breakouts work? It's because they only work with volume. So using technical analysis alone, it won't work. You have to trade the price action. You trade the pattern breakouts, but they only work with volume. And it's because it has volume. You've got thousands of day traders looking at the same pattern, watching the same patterns, looking for the same breakout, all entering on the uptick for that breakout that causes it to run. Quite simple. It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's possible. Possible head and shoulders. That cup and handle didn't break out much. It did break out, but just didn't get a full breakout. No problem, El Puno. Young Racked, I always listen, but you're always calling out options, and this channel's not an options channel. So I acknowledge you when you're calling out your options, and it's great. You do swing trades and options trading, which is great, and I acknowledge that, and well done. But this channel's about it's day trade. It's a day trading channel. It's why it's called Day Trade with Tony. So. Day trading options, you can day trade options, but it's I wouldn't advise it. No, there's no disrespect taken, buddy. I appreciate. I'm just acknowledging your. I'm just acknowledging, like, it is a big red candle. I'm just acknowledging. So that's your head and shoulders that you that you mentioned, Fuzzy. So there's your shoulder, there's your head, and there's the other shoulder, and they typically break down. So that's your head and shoulders. So well called out, Fuzzy Duck. In fact, head and shoulders is one of the most reliable patterns. It's either it's a bearish pattern like this, or the inverse head and shoulders is also very reliable. Both are over 80% effective, apparently. I'll take credit for all of that, Fuzzy. Takes practice. That's all it is. It's practice. It's practice on the charting. It's practice on spotting the patterns, practice on support and resistance identification, windows identification. It's just practice. If you're doing it day in, day out in a simulator, you'll get good at it before you put money on the line. And then when you put money on the line, you can. 2 minutes to go on. Liverpool are losing 1-0 pre-season. So you can take that practice and you build up the muscle memory of it. So this moves $7 today from the low to the high for Gaia. What else is moving? Tough Built. Don't tell me Tough Built's moving. Wow. Yeah, it's sold off. It's over the VWAP now. So look at this on the 5 minute. Who says technical analysis and pattern trading doesn't look at? So after this 5 minute sell off on Tough Built, got a very clear, on the 5 minute chart, very clear double bottom, the W shape. So it would have been this candle down here, and then you get the breakout as you break the high of the middle there. You're looking for the depth of the double. So you would have absolutely smashed that one. So from this candle, was it a good 20 cent, 24 cent, 25 cent move? Easily smash that. So that's a double bottom. It works. I'm telling you. El Puno? Are we talking about Pagaya? It's moving back up, but I wouldn't hold if you're holding this. I wouldn't hold it overnight. Don't hold it overnight. It's the last couple of days. It's always sold off overnight. Then in the following day, it rallies in pre-market. So if you've got pre-market trading, don't hold it overnight. 23.47. Ouch! You got him right at the top there, buddy. We're getting so on the 5 minute. Just draw this ray line. So do as you're told. We're getting this downwards trend. Downwards trending. So it's from the peak up here, it's downwards trending. I'll put it back on the 1 minute, you'll still see it. It's breaking below the VWAP. So will you get back? I'm just kind of thinking about yourself, El Puno. 23.47 is up here above that trend line, so I don't think it's going to see that trend above that trend line before the close today, and I certainly wouldn't hold it overnight. So selling at a loss. I don't know how deep in underwater you are, but I think you'd be. What I would do is look at the low of this candle right now and hope that it starts moving back up. If it gets under, if it breaks below the VWAP, definitely get out. That's a $2 loss that you'll have. So I'm assuming you're in for like 500 shares or 1,000 shares, and that's going to be a $2 loss that you're experiencing there. If it breaks below the VWAP, definitely get out. Put your losses. You should have been, in theory, if you bought up here, you should have been getting out here, and I'm one to talk about this. You should have been getting out. First candle, rule of thumb in day trading is first candle, as you're riding something up, first candle to make a new low, exit, or at least take half your position off. First candle makes a new low, you either take some profit if you're still in a green position. If you're in a red position, then you exit entirely. Yeah, it looks like Liverpool have lost this friendly. Got one more friendly on Saturday against Manchester City before the season starts the following week. I'm actually looking forward to the season this year. And we go 2 better than last year. So Akash, rather than my contact number, just reach out to me on socials or something. Just message me directly or whatever. All right, what else is moving? Tough built, I mentioned. Guy's getting a little bit boring. So Tough built is trying to make moves upwards. Now we lost 3,500 on Tough built on Monday because we got got caught in an algorithmic flush pre-market. Painful. But after it, was that Monday or Tuesday? Monday. Right, I'm going to ask you a very simple question in the chat, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Who's messaging me? Get back to her later. Let me know what your thoughts are. We've got Facebook earnings right after the open. So do you want me to stick around for half an hour whilst we go through the earnings tape for Facebook, Meta? Or are you not bothered? Let me know in the chat. If there's enough demand in the chat, then I'll stick around as we go through the earnings tape, and I'll pull it up on the screen and we can all read it together. If you're not bothered, I'll just call it a day. In 7 minutes, I'll call it a day and do my trade recap for YouTube. Let me know in the chat. Shall I stick around for the earnings tape for Meta? Or not? Tough built, making a rally. If this gets over $5 today, this might start crawling back up. Let me have a quick look at Tough built, because it had the secondary offering. Has that been completed yet? That could be the reason this is moving up. So this door, it's a bit chilly. I've got the back door open. If you want to go outside, you can go it that way. Okay, so Harry says yes, and I thought that might be the case. That's what I'm looking for. Very clean. Starting to make moves again. This was our little favourite before in June. Okay, so what was I looking for? Tough built. Tough built. Germany, France, is that the for the semi-final, the other semi-final? I've just been watching the Liverpool game there, Jack. But yeah, very good point. I'll put the Germany-France game on there. In the background. Okay. Yep, Scott, good. It's been a good couple of days. So we did over 20,000 yesterday. We're over 13,000 today. We did 42 on Friday. So across the 3 days, we actually had a good week last week as well. So July is getting, it's up there. I've got a minute and a half, 90 seconds. I just tough built. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just kind of wondering if the secondary offering has been closed yet. Even if that, because they come back to that. So oh, so I'm looking for Facebook. It's actually changed its ticker to Meta as well now, hasn't it? So it's Meta. So let's have a look at this. So we've got what, 30 seconds to the close, and then I'll pull up the Meta news ticker. So last 20 seconds of the market. Been a good day. I'll be doing my trade recap for YouTube a little bit later. So, you know, if you're not already, get over to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get to see that. You can actually watch the first lesson of day trade with Tony's day trading course on YouTube, the introduction to day trading. And so there we go. Ding, ding, ding. So let's have a look at Meta, see what happens here. Q2 earnings. We'll just watch this print. I'll put this here, and we'll keep this print up. And if as soon as we get some news, we'll give it a read. I'll put the SPY on as well. We'll keep an eye out. So this is a rolling news ticker. Should Qualcomm results are coming through for Qualcomm. So Qualcomm, it's got a beat, EPS beat, sales beat, Cyber Optics, EPS beat, sales beat. I'm thinking that we might get another rally tomorrow at this rate. Goosehead Insurance's second quarter. Here we go. So I'll put this one up because this has got everything. We can. So this is, again, this is part of Benzinga, by the way. If you're wondering what I've just put up on the screen, this is part of Benzinga, and this is rolling news ticker. So as the earnings reports are printing, it's hitting so multiple sources, and it's hitting my news feed here. So you can see that. Medallion Bank, not great. Cognizant, former partner of mine, that's a beat. Sales miss. Earnings beat, sales miss. So Lexicon offers a public offering. Just waiting on Meta. That's what we're waiting on. On Factor. That was my day, Dunkers. I've had a really good day. It's been, yeah, a good day's trading. 13,000 to the good. So I'd say a good day. It's an awesome day. Nearly two and a half times my daily goal. More than 2.5 times my daily goal. We're just waiting for the earnings drop on Facebook. What I'll do is I'll change the scanners over so that we can see them for after hours as well. Not got Meta yet, no Facebook yet. Still waiting on the tape, on the print. It's like we're getting because Tilray's got earnings today as well. No, Tilray's tomorrow morning. Tilray's tomorrow morning. So that'll be why Tilray's having a bit of a run. Aladoc, Altec, turns. Come on, Meta, you're keeping us all waiting here. Made 6K, Kinga. That's great. And it's all you do is you trade the indexes. You just take options on the indexes, and a couple of the larger. Hey, day trading. How are you getting on? Just sticking around for. We're just sticking around at the moment for the earnings tape, the Facebook earnings tape, because that might have an effect on the wider market. The SPY's selling off a little bit right now. It sold off into the close. The last 20 minutes, it was a bit of a not huge pullback, but a little bit of a pullback. You made money shorting PG, really? How did you make money shorting PGY? I mean, the locate fees were like $1 a piece. Apparently, I couldn't short it. I just couldn't. I couldn't get shares to short it. Couldn't get any borrow fees. The borrow fees were through the roof. Let's have a look at Meta. Meta, the earnings print's coming out now, so this is. I'll tell you for why. And Meta, there we go. Meta reports Q2 Facebook daily active users up 3% year over year. That's the first one. Oh, that's the second one. We've got earnings per share. It's a miss, a substantial miss as well. Sales, a big miss. Not. So it's missed on earnings and it's missed on sales. It's missed on revenues as well. So bad tape, the bad earnings tape for Facebook. How does that affect Facebook? Well, let's have a quick look, shall we? That's how it's affecting Facebook. Meta, as it is. So not a great earnings release from Facebook. Oh my goodness, it's just dropped $10 from $169.50 to $160.50. It's a whole $9 in the space of 3 minutes. That's not great. This is why. Like I say, in the second quarter, ad impressions delivered across a family of apps increased 15%. Yeah, but the revenue, they're giving it away. I'm constantly getting inundated with saying, you know, advertise on Facebook, we'll give you $20 free. $85 to $88 billion in expenses. And do you know what? Shocking. It's not the first time Meta's dropped after bad earnings either. It's the last 2 quarters have been the same. Yeah, I'll take a look at that shortly. Day trading, but no, I mean, I traded PGY to the upside, obviously, to the long side. So if you've made money shorting it, good stuff, buddy. It was extremely volatile, so yeah, no, look, we all know Facebook's crap. Nobody uses it, but it's the wider platform. You know, you've got still got Instagram in there. You've got WhatsApp. Most people use WhatsApp for something. So it's the whole Meta corpse, if you will. Getting a bit of a bounce down there at 159. It won't last. I think this is a bit of a dead cat bounce. It wouldn't surprise me if you see Meta down at kind of 120s come tomorrow morning. TikTok is killing them. In fact, TikTok's killing every other social media. It really is. It's killing YouTube. It's killing Instagram. Why do you think Instagram brought out Reels? Why do you think Facebook brought out Reels? Because they want to try and compete with TikTok. They just can't. Well, I've made money on the bouncies as well that day trade. I mean, if you watch the well, Snapchat, in addition. Yeah, the thing is with TikTok, I've sat down in the evening. I've finished my posted my trading review, and I'll sit on the sofa. I'll put a movie on or something, and I'll just open TikTok just to make sure that everything's okay. Then I'll start scrolling, and that'll be like 10:30, 11 p.m. So I'm just, and the next thing I know, I look at my watch, and it's 3 o'clock in the bloody morning. I'm like, what's going on? TikTok is dangerous, guys. It really is. You just you start scrolling, and it just eats time. It is. You can be a time traveler just by scrolling on TikTok. Well, I was expecting today, day trade. I was expecting to have a small red day today, and then a rally tomorrow. That's the pattern that it had been exhibiting previously. Well, I think that's me done. Done for the day. Where do you think? Where do you think this will stop? Let me know in the chat with regards to Meta. Do you think it'll continue selling, or will it jump on the back of the wider bullish sentiment in the market? This is the SPY right now. I say bullish sentiment. It's not bullish right now. Pulling back some. The Nasdaq, very big day today. Very big day today on the Nasdaq. 4% up, which on the index is huge gains. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on the on Meta. It's had poor earnings and poor results for 3 quarters in a row now. If it was a global economy, it'd be in recession. So, and that's coming tomorrow, guys. So we had the FOMC meeting today. If for those of you that don't know, the Fed raised interest rates by 75 basis points, or 0.75%. That was already plumbed into the market anyway. I think we already knew that it was going to be that. If it had been any higher, the markets would have tanked. If it had been lower, we probably would have got a bit of a rally. But yeah, I'm going to. Pagaya it's going to be sideways now, probably for a while. We've got this downwards trend line. It went up to that and got rejected by it again. So it's probably going to trade sideways for a while now. Let's see where it is tomorrow after the open, and we'll see if we trade it again. I might not be trading pre-market, but I will be streaming pre-market. It worked well for me today, so let's see what happens. I've been losing money pre-market, and if I just take that section out for the rest of July, it's only 2 days, and then reevaluate come next week. We've got a new month next week, so we've got 2 more trading days. I'll be back at it tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. So East Coast, that's 8 a.m. Come and join me. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. If you're in Europe, in Dublin where I am, it's going to be 1 p.m, same in the UK, and it's going to be 2 p.m. on the continent. So if you're still on a holiday, Alistair, 2 p.m. But I'll be back at it tomorrow, guys. So let's see. Powell said no recession. Really? There's no shrinkage in Q2? We'll see. We'll see. I'll have a look at that tomorrow. So we've got the GDP results out, the GDP numbers out tomorrow. So that could also, it's a big week, and we've got some big earnings tomorrow as well. So just before I let us sign off, what have we got tomorrow morning? So we've just had Meta, Ford, Etsy, and all those guys. Tomorrow we've got Barclays, we've got Pfizer, we've got Merck Sharp Dome, we've got Mastercard, we've got Honeywell, Tilray. This is all before the market opens in terms of earnings drop. And then after the market closes, we've got the big ones, the big three for the NASDAQ. We've got Amazon, we've got Intel, we've got Apple, we've got a few others on top of that, but those are the big three, particularly for the NASDAQ. So come join me tomorrow. As I say, 90 minutes before the market opens, we'll do it all again, and hopefully we'll have just as good a day, if not better. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thanks a lot for keeping me company.